What's going on, everybody? It's the Bulls Show, aka Aidan, and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be talking about another accolade that a Chicago Bulls player has achieved based on their regular season last season for the Chicago Bulls, and his name is DeMar DeRozan. Now, he's already had a terrific season, and at the end of the day, it's one of the biggest highlights of our season for the Chicago Bulls, and I can't wait to really give him his congratulations in this video. But before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Bulls Show. Turn notifications on and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about DeMar DeRozan getting another accolade, or his first accolade, I guess you could say. Maybe the All-Star, being an All-Star does count. But ladies and gentlemen, just to clear up any issues or concerns, or I guess worries, questions, whatever it is, DeMar DeRozan actually achieved an All-NBA second team nomination, ladies and gentlemen. He is a part of the All-NBA second team. Congratulations to DeMar DeRozan. I've already praised to the moon and back how successful and how great his season was for the Chicago Bulls. Again, the month of February was one of the most historic months in NBA history, and DeMar DeRozan on this Chicago Bulls team was the one to achieve that. He's back-to-back buzzer beaters in the same, the back-to-back. I think that's one of the more underrated things that he actually did in this NBA season. I feel like not many people actually really talk about that too much, but at the end of the day, that was phenomenal. And again, it just shows that no one's been able to do that before, and hopefully it will be a long time before someone could do that again. I want that record to be in DeMar DeRozan's hands for the foreseeable future. I really did appreciate the type of performances he brought to the Chicago Bulls team in his first season for the Chicago Bulls. Now, obviously, the goal for DeMar DeRozan and the goal for the Chicago Bulls team is to have a very similar season to this season in terms of DeMar DeRozan having his 27.9 points, 5.2 rebounds, 4.9 assists, 50% from the field, 35% from the three-point line. Obviously, his free throw percentage is fantastic as per usual. Hopefully, we could see a very similar thing with DeMar DeRozan next year, but I also want the season to be relatively easier for DeMar DeRozan next year. I felt like a lot of the time, whether it be due to injuries of other guys, whether it's been other guys not stepping up to the occasion, not necessarily helping him out like a Chicago Bulls team probably should. That's coming down to the bench. Of course, Zach LaVine's injuries, Vucevic being a relatively inconsistent player, again, Lonzo being out for a lot of the time. Everything you can put down to the excuse. It has made DeMar DeRozan's season relatively difficult, and he's had to do a lot of things that, in my opinion, we could probably have limited if the whole team was healthy, if the scenario was different. Maybe DeMar DeRozan wouldn't have had the stats that he had this season if everything went according to plan. But we probably would have been exactly where we were, if not a little bit higher, because everybody's healthy, chemistry's going well. Maybe the style of play would be different. Maybe we didn't adjust the small ball as much. But all of these things happen, and DeMar DeRozan being the most durable player on this team, playing 76 games for the Chicago Bulls, he was the only one that really stayed here and kind of, I guess, bailed us out of certain situations, gave us wins that we probably shouldn't have had. When players were injured, he was the one that was still there, taking up those shots, doing some incredible things for the Chicago Bulls. So I hope next year these are the things that we actually try to target. We try to target players that will be willing to, I guess, build around DeMar DeRozan, play around DeMar DeRozan, whether that comes to shooters, maybe that's better defenders around him as well, whatever the case may be. Where DeMar DeRozan does struggle, where DeMar DeRozan is the primary focus on a team, a healthy Zach LaVine can help with that. Definitely a great partnership that I think Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan can have when they're both fully healthy. Obviously, adding more three-point shooters on this team, so when DeMar DeRozan is doing those isolation plays and he wants to dish it out to other superstars or other players on this team, they can knock down those three-point shots and make you pay from there. These are the things that the Chicago Bulls should be focusing on, in my opinion. And of course, congratulations to DeMar on a successful season. I hope that it could be very similar next year, but I also hope it's a little bit easier for all of our superstars on this team. I hope our bench becomes much, much better, so the star players don't have to carry so much of the burden, wear themselves out, injure themselves heading into the NBA playoffs and stuff of that nature. Let's hope we can work on these types of things. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new. I guess one more question before I go is, did DeMar DeRozan get snubbed from the All-NBA first team? I've got to be honest. With all that being said, I'm not losing sleep that DeMar DeRozan got to the All-NBA second team instead of the first team. Now, I understand many people will say Devin Booker shouldn't have been there. Jason Tatum probably shouldn't have been there because DeMar DeRozan was probably consistently over the course of the year better, but his end to the season was pretty woeful for his standards and for the Chicago Bulls standards, which is why they probably got ahead of DeMar DeRozan. At the end of the day, of course, there's an element of bias. Of course, I'm going to say I wish DeMar DeRozan was All-NBA first team. He was in the MVP conversation since February, so he's done a fantastic job for the majority of the season. But at the end of the day, whether it's All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team, I'm just so happy that he's actually got into this situation. I believe this is only his second time he's been in the All-NBA situation. He was also an All-Star this year as well. So you got to take those accomplishments as they come by. I'm sure in his brain, knowing the season that he had, he probably would have loved to be in the All-NBA first team. That's probably the acknowledgement that he was looking for from the beginning of the season until now. But just being in the All-NBA second team, in my opinion, there's not many people out there that can say that as well. So he's definitely deserved where he is. He could have went a bit higher. He could have done a bit better. But at the end of the day, gotta be humble in these situations as well. The whole NBA, out of all NBA superstars, you're one of the all NBA players. You got to be proud of those moments. And I'm proud of DeMar DeRozan. I hope he's proud of himself too. Have a wonderful and safe day, Bulls Nation. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned for more. Take care and peace.